Good morning, I'm James Cataldo.
And I'm Julia Tilley, filling in for Amada.
It's 9 a.m. on November 28th, and welcome back to Rise and Shine at 9.
Today we'll have your top stories and an interview with a member of the University Police Force. And I'll keep you up to date with what's going on in entertainment.
And a special message from an Oswego and WTOP 10 alum later on.
Stay tuned, it's officially 9, and let's get into it.
And for our top story, ladies and gentlemen, we have officially cleared for landing. Men and women of NASA jumped up and down with joy as the newest probe has just touched down on Mars. Hours after the InSight rover had first touched the surface of the planet, a feed was cast and pictures were taken using a camera mounted on its robotic arm. What you're seeing right now is a photo of Elysium Planitia, the vast lava plain near the equator of Mars. Over the coming days, the InSight rover will take more photos of the landing and send them back to Earth, where scientists will use them to decide where the probe should place its instruments.
An owner of a New Haven pet shop was robbed overnight. They are assumed to have stolen expensive exotic birds. Carmen Chow is in New Haven with the details.
There was feathers in the back on the ground.
That is what the owner, Peter Sachs, found at the back of his shop in the middle of the night when police told him someone broke into his pet shop called Worldwide Fish and Pets. Shortly after is when he realized his birds were stolen. Police say a newspaper delivery driver called 911 after seeing something suspicious. Officers arrived to find the door was propped open by a piece of metal. Along with these long strands of blue and red feathers, pet food was also scattered all over, leading to the broken fence. Peter believes 10 to 18 birds were stolen, totaling up to approximately $30,000.
Birds are really popular now. They've gone up a lot in the last few years. The demand for birds has gone up dramatically, and the supply is not going up to match the demand.
These are the pictures of just some of the birds that were stolen. A scarlet macaw, 2 blue and gold macaws, a severe macaw, along with some conures and cockatoos. Peter says he raised the birds since they were just weeks old, and this is his plea for those who stole them.
I just hope that the people that have them will take care of them, keep them warm, and make sure they're taken care of properly.
Police believe a U-Haul truck was used to load the birds and other merchandise like aquarium equipment. Peter says the parrots originate from the rainforest, meaning they can only handle temperatures as low as the 50s. But once it drops below that, the parrots may stop eating. He added, in order to stay warm, parrots burn calories, so they must be constantly eating. Moving forward, Peter plans on installing an alarm system and get his cameras working again.
A bird is like a dog with wings. You get attached to them just like you do a dog. The bird gets attached to you like a dog gets attached to you.
The investigation is still ongoing at this time.
After a lengthy battle with ALS, the cartoon industry lost one of its icons yesterday. Steven Hillenburg was the creator of one of the most popular kid shows ever, SpongeBob SquarePants, and has passed away at the age of 57. The show has aired on Nickelodeon since 1999, and Hillenburg said when the show started up that he wanted to work on his show, quote, for as long as I am able to, end quote. To this point, SpongeBob has earned 4 Emmys and airs in over 200 countries, translating into more than 50 languages.
After being murdered by isolated residents of the North Sentinel Island, Indian authorities have been urged to abandon their efforts to recover the body of American missionary John Allen Chow. Chow, 26, was killed 11 days ago after paying 25,000 rupees to various fishermen that agreed to smuggle him onto the island. His goal was to spread his message of Christianity, but it was reported that he was killed almost instantly after getting off the boat and buried in the sand the next morning. Director of Survival International, Stephen Corey, says that deadly epidemics such as the flu, measles, and other outside diseases could harm the Sentinelese people. He further went on to say that Chow's body, as well as citizens of the Neolithic island, should be left alone.
Now, Julia, this is a really interesting story. I was watching some videos in the office before the show started, so I could get a little more background on the subject. And it's between India and Thailand, and it is a very small island. It's actually reported to be the last Neolithic anything on the planet. which is crazy. They don't know the population count. They don't know what language they speak. It's patrolled by Indian officers, but it's really scary to see what's going on over there.
Yeah, and it's crazy to me that they don't have information like language, population, like they'd have no information. But.
Yeah, it's definitely scary, and I do have sympathy for the family, and I really hope that nobody on the planet goes over there because that is a very dangerous place. But on a better note, seeing that the holiday season is fast approaching, and with Thanksgiving just about a week behind us, it only seems appropriate we discuss Black Friday. CNN reports Americans this year spent an estimated $23 billion, up from 9% last year. And did you go Black Friday or Cyber Monday shopping this year?
I cannot say I did, but I did go kind of cyber shopping on Black Friday, and they had a special deal, so it's a little hybrid.
Little hybrid?
Yeah, got to get that Secret Santa present. Make sure it's here on time.
I'm not going to ask what it was so that we don't like spill any secrets over here. Yeah, I got to work Black Friday, so I had to wake up at 3 a.m. for a 5 a.m. shift. It was pretty great. I was in that food coma after Thanksgiving, and then I got to wake up super early. So I mean, it interrupted my sleep a little bit, but you know, not too bad. And then I did some shopping myself.
What'd you get?
Can't say.
Ooh,
can't say.
Secret?
I think some of the people that are watching this are the people that I bought gifts for. So I can't say too much.
How many gifts?
Couple, maybe 2, 3, 4. I don't know.
Did you get the good deals?
I got some pretty good deals. I'm not going to lie. I got some pretty good deals. But we're going to toss it to our Storm Team 10 meteorologist, Brittany Sparsino, who is going to tell us all about the snow in Oswego. Brittany, what do you got for us?
Thanks, guys. Looking at the current satellite radar, you can see most of our area is covered with the clouds and the snow, as long as all of New York State. For today, you can expect some snow showers with a high of 37 degrees, with winds 24 to 26 miles per hour and gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Is the snow going to last? I'll let you know coming up after the break. You're watching Rise and Shine at 9.
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back from the break. I'm your Storm Team 10 meteorologist, Brittany Sparsino, filling in for Joe Champagne. Looking at the weather headlines for today, you can see that the snow is going to continue through today. Well, the snow is going to taper off through tonight, and it's going to stay windy through tomorrow. But for the weekend, there's going to be a slight warm-up coming your way. Looking at the current winds, you can see that it's very gusty over the Lake Ontario lakeshore, with Oswego sitting at 24 miles per hour and Williamson at 26 miles per hour, while inland the winds are much, much calmer. For satellite and radar, you can see that the area is covered with a lot of snow and the wind in the clouds. Looking to the future cast for your Wednesday afternoon, our area is going to be covered with a lot of snow, as the rest of New York State is going to be. For your evening commute, the snow is going to keep continuing throughout your night, with the conditions being near blizzard conditions. For your Thursday morning commute, the snow is going to slightly clear and make your commute much safer and much nicer while you leave. For your Thursday night commute, there's going to be some snow flurries in and around the Syracuse area, but in Oswego, it should be clear with no precipitation in the area. For your potential snowfall, you can see in the Oswego area, we're going to be in the 1 to 3 inches, while some isolated areas south of Syracuse are going to be in the 6 to 12 inch range. For today, you can expect some snow showers to continue with a high 37 degrees, with your winds 24 to 26 miles per hour, with gusts up to 40 miles per hour. For tonight, the snow is going to continue with a low of 34 degrees, with your wind northwest to 21 to 24 miles per hour. Tomorrow, the snow is going to keep continuing with a high of 35 degrees, with a northwest wind of 13 to 16 miles per hour. For your 7-day forecast, you can see that the snow is going to keep continuing throughout the rest of the week, but there's going to be a slight warm-up on Sunday with rain, with a high of 52 degrees. Your weekend isn't going to be the most pleasant weekend, but you shouldn't cancel your plans, but just bring your rain gear with you. And the snow is going to keep continuing into the rest of next week. Coming up after the break, more news. You're watching Rise and Shine at 9.
Many medicines used to treat colds and flu contain acetaminophen, a pain reliever and fever reducer found in hundreds of over-the-counter and prescription medicines. But taking too much or more than one medication containing acetaminophen per day can damage your liver. So always read the label and don't take acetaminophen if you drink 3 or more alcoholic drinks every day. To learn more, visit fda.gov/OTC pain info. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Food and Drug Administration.
This job looks perfect. It says you need a high school diploma. You've got one of those, right?
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
I got that.
Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hi guys, for those who don't know me, I'm Chrissy. I'm a WTOP 10 alum. I just graduated in the spring. I now work at News Channel 9 in Syracuse as a weekly and weekend producer. I really love it. I'd have to say a lot of my experience beforehand came from WTOP. I have it to thank. It helped me get internships, and along the way made some really great friends and learned a lot about myself within this career. I'm so happy of where I am, and I couldn't have done it without WTOP, but my advice to you, just don't let it slip by. Freshman year went by like that, and here I am now, almost more than 6 months out of college. So just enjoy every minute of it. Learn as much as you can. Sports, OPs, news, or like this show, a little bit of both. I loved it. So just be yourself in this club and do everything you can to absorb every amount of information someone throws at you. Criticism, welcome it, and just know in the future there's going to be a heck of a lot more of it, but you only get better. So enjoy. Hope you guys are all doing well.
Thank you so much, Chrissy. We love to see our W2OP10 family out in the real world. Also about to be out in the real world is a much anticipated music video. I don't know about you all, but all I've been listening to lately is Ariana Grande's newest single, Thank You, Next. The song dropped on November 3rd and is her first song to hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. The next step for Ariana? Releasing the music video. There's no official release date, but I have a feeling Ariana is going to surprise us and drop it without warning. Ariana released a promo for the video showing she was paying homage to the classic film Mean Girls. She even brought back some of the original cast members, including Jonathan Bennett, who played the oh-so-loved heartthrob Aaron Samuels, and Stephanie Drummond, who played Bethany Bird, who bought army pants and flip-flops after seeing Katie wear army pants and flip-flops. It is speculated Ariana will be shouting out other films in the same way, including Legally Blonde, Bring It On, and one of my personal favorite films, 13 Going on 30. On Instagram posts and in the promo, it has been seen that other stars are joining the video, including her former Victorious co-stars Liz Gillies and Daniela Monet, YouTube star Colleen Ballinger, and singer Troye Sivan. Amanda Bynes has been keeping a low profile for a while, until now. The former Nickelodeon star recently appeared on the cover of Paper Magazine's annual Break the Internet issue. And yes, this is the same Break the Internet issue Kim Kardashian was on back in 2014. On the cover, Bynes looks healthy and happy, which is incredible, given how her past couple of years have been. In the issue, she opened up about her past behaviors and actions. Bynes told Paper she struggled with drug abuse, depression, and body image issues. She even admitted to taking Adderall to try and cut down her weight after reading about it in a magazine. She said she stopped acting after starring in the movie Easy A, since she hated her appearance and performance. However, she has been sober for about 4 years now and has been getting her life back on track. During her interview, she said, quote, "I have no fear for the future. I've been through the worst and came out the other end and survived it, so I feel like it's just only up from here." As you may know, Steven Spielberg is directing a remake of the 1961 film adaptation of West Side Story. The storyline is similar to that of Romeo and Juliet, mixed with 1950s New York gangs. Jets gang member Tony falls in love with Sharks member Maria as they try and find peace between the gangs. And there are some great songs and dances added in there too. Rita Moreno starred in the original film adaptation as Anita, who was a close friend of Maria's and ultimately won an Oscar for her performance. In the new film, she will be playing the role of Valentina, a new character who will be a drugstore owner who hires Tony. She will also be an executive producer. Although the full cast has not been released, we do know that The Fault in Our Stars and Baby Driver star Ansel Elgort will play Tony. So not only can he act, but he can sing and dance as well. What can he do? Speaking of singing, recently married Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin have moved to Waterloo, Ontario, and are living there full-time. They shared photos of their first Thanksgiving as a married couple, and it is reported that Bieber's parents and Baldwin's father celebrated with them. About 2 weeks ago, Baldwin changed her Instagram username to @HaileyBieber, which was one of the first times the couple admitted to getting married. Although I'm very happy for both of them, it breaks my middle school heart to know Bieber is off the market. As he once said in a single off of his album, My World 2.0, "That should be me." I'm just kidding. Congrats to the happy couple. That's all I have for entertainment today. Be sure to keep watching after the interview to see our interview with Officer Ehrman.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Want to know all the latest Stains pop culture? Tune in to Let's Talk About It every other Monday at 10 p.m.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
This ref's pretty good today, pretty good.
You know, I thought he called a pretty fair game.
Come on, man, that was a weak call. Yeah, man, that ref is totally soft.
Welcome back from the break. We're joined here with Officer Kevin Ehrman of University Police, who is here to discuss the upcoming Pack the Patrol Car Dodgeball Tournament benefiting SHOP here at SUNY Oswego. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So, Officer Ehrman, my first question is going to be just describe the event. Like, what is it all about?
So basically, it's just to bring the community together, the students, the faculty, University Police, anybody from the city that wants to come and just have a good time for a good event. We're looking to take as many donations as possible for the shop to help any people that could use the non-perishable items or clothes or anything that they may be without. So it's really just to bring everybody together under one event and to have fun. So that's why we came up with Dodgeball. It's something that everybody can be a part of, either to watch or to play.
And this is something that students, faculty, everybody on campus can do?
Absolutely. We're actually going to have University Police is going to have their own team. We have Oswego City Police is going to be there. We've reached out to other agencies. We've had faculty, as far as professors, janitors have come up to us, and of course the students can be involved. So anybody that is with the SUNY Oswego family, they can participate in the event, or they can just show up, donate items, and watch. There's going to be food there. There's going to be music. There's going to be just open arena, so anybody can show up.
And you said the event is to support SHOP, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about SHOP and what they do?
So SHOP is basically it used to be called the food pantry, and they take in all types of items, non-perishable food items. They take in laundry, detergent, toothpaste. They take in winter clothing or other types of clothing, basically to help out the students that don't have the funds or the means to get those items on a regular basis. So people don't know that there's students out there that are like this or in this situation, and it's usually more of a private thing to be discussed about. So it's in the basement of Penfield Library, and it's in an area where it can be private or it cannot be. Anybody can just walk in and ask for certain items, and they can walk out. And there's no judgment, there's nothing at all, and it's just open to everybody that needs those items.
Yeah, I was reading up a little bit on it, and it said that there were students that were prioritizing homework and getting their schoolwork done and not sleeping and just kind of not eating food. And so I thought that it was really cool that opened up to kind of help those students out and actually, let them eat, because sometimes as a student it is harder to get to a dining hall, or sometimes it is tougher if you live off campus to actually have a meal sometimes because you're so crammed with classes or exams. But why don't you tell us a little bit about the other event, Pack the Patrol Car?
So Pack the Patrol Car is it's basically tied into the dodgeball tournament. We wanted a way for us as the police on campus to interact more with the students before the event, and this allows us to bring as many goods as possible before the event and just add it to the items that will be collected at the event itself. So we're going to be parking our patrol car in the middle of campus, and we're just going to ask people to bring as many goods as they want, whether it be one can or as many goods as they want, and we'll put it right into our patrol car. If we fully pack one, we'll bring another one, and we'll just pack as many patrol cars as we can, and then all the items will be donated to the shop at the end of the day. So we'll be there from 10 a.m. to about 4, and then the dodgeball tournament starts at 6 p.m.
And what's the most amount of patrol cars that you've ever packed?
Well, actually, this is the first year we're doing it.
Oh, okay.
So we'll let you know as soon as we're done this year. But if it turns out to be a good event, we hope to do it every year, because this is. It seems like we're getting a lot of feedback from this event, so we hope to continue it annually from here.
Where'd you come up with the idea for Pack the Patrol Car?
My chief actually approached us with the idea, and it was just a collective effort from other agencies that have done something similar, and he really thought it would go a long way with the event that we're having here, because it not only helps the shop at the dodgeball tournament, but also collects the items from people that might not be able to attend the tournament as well. So we're just trying to gain as many products as possible for the shop.
And how many students are you guys hoping to help with all of this?
As many as possible. Honestly, it's specifically on campus, but we hope that people off campus would stop by. And it's not just students that we're hoping that we get items from. You know, we have a ton of faculty that work here that can also approach us and donate items. So there's hopefully an endless amount of students that could help us out here and pack each patrol car with items. So
awesome.
Do you have any plans for any upcoming events for the spring semester?
We did this dodgeball tournament last semester. We raised about $500 for Autism Speaks, and we are trying it this semester because we want to see which semester works better for the students. We do hold events every year, so we're just looking to see what works out. Next spring, we'll see what we can come up with, whether it be dodgeball again or something else. We are welcoming any ideas from the students. This idea was actually brought to my attention as well from another student, and I've been working with him. His name's Hector Gomez, and we've been working together since. And this was basically his idea to start working with the shop, and we kind of just worked together to basically snowball it into what it's become. So any student wants to do something in the spring, we'll take any ideas, and we're open 24/7. So we're willing to work with anybody in the SUNY Oswego community. So.
Awesome. Well, that's all the time that we have, so thank you so much for joining us today, Officer Aaron.
Thank you for having me. I hope to see everybody there.
Awesome. And that's all the time that we have for today, so thank you so much for waking up with us this morning. I'm James Catato.
I'm Julia Tilley.
Have a great rest of your day, Oswego.
Hey, good morning, James.
Morning.
James, wake up. It's Rise and Shine time. James, Rise and Shine. James, wake up. We're starting the show.
Good morning and welcome back to Rise and Shine at 9. I'm James Catato here with your next update.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year, 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 68. I'm Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
If you think trains will stop if they see a car on the tracks, you're right. They will. About a mile after they hit you. Stop. Trains can't.